All right, so we're out in the garage again, obviously, and I want to talk about this oil paint, this figure painting rather that I'm doing, where I told you I've been using old prints of mine. Let me grab some. So taking old prints that I've had in a stack for a number of years now. Oh, that's the same thing. This, grab a couple more so I can show you. So well repaired. I'm always so professional. Yeah, over there we have a couple of abstract called Untitled 1 and Untitled 2. So original. Here's a piece from a painting called My Pet. Here's Frenchie, Frenchie the female dandy. This original painting is with my friend Raphael Coelho at Art Front Galleries in New Jersey. Here's Ethel 1927. Ethel 1927 is in private collection, but I've probably got a couple dozen paintings that I have prints of, and I've just had them sitting in a back room and decided, as I said before, to try something new and doing this wheat paste collage. And I'm learning a lot while doing it because I haven't done this before. I haven't mixed like collage and oil. I'm not a big fan of collage because it's been done so many times before. And as we know, I don't like predictability. I don't like to repeat what other people have done. I prefer originality and trying to find new and different ways to do things and present things and to give it a totally different feel once I figure out how I'm going to present it. And I always, people write me and they say, well, I've never done this before. I'm nervous. What if I fail? If you're trying, you're not failing. Not doing it is failing. Not trying at all is failing. You're failing yourself. Not the world. Who cares about the whole world in art? Who cares what your neighbors think? Who cares what your friends and family think? Who cares? You're failing yourself as an artist if you're not trying new things and growing. This is coming from someone who calls themselves a failure, by the way. So I feel like as with most people, I'm lecturing myself while I'm lecturing you. But it's all about trial and error. It's all about trying new things. We have to expand. We have to grow. So I want to try you. That said, I now want to show you where things have gone just a little bit wrong, not horribly wrong, because I know in my heart of hearts, I can take it and turn it, because every painting goes through this awful period where I kind of want to light it on fire and run it over with my scooter and then jump on it a lot and then light it on fire again. I'm not quite there with this yet. My brain's still thinking, it's still tweaking. So I'm just going to keep going. I've got a lot of collage work to do in here, more collage work obviously to do throughout here, collage work through here. I sketched out the figure in aerosols, oink, with the Montanas that I have on, in my supply. Sketched her out with aerosols, put in my usual doodads and details using different things that I have laying around. Forms and stencils and doilies and things throughout the figure. Laid her out, laid some basic colors out, so I would have kind of a guide. And I'm also going by my reference material, which is a small photograph that I apparently put somewhere. I took a picture of it and blew it up because I could not get the construction of the face correct. I had the body out too far here and too inwards here. She was more sitting up, or they were more sitting up. So I took a photograph, blew it up, and that's what I've been working from off another iPad, the reference material on another iPad, so I could see it more clearly. I have spotty eyesight to begin with, but working off a tiny photograph I wasn't able to lay out the right angle. I mean, this is literally a right angle, but it also, the figure curves out like this, and I couldn't quite see it. So now I'm working off the iPad, and I can see it a little bit clearer. So let's get into things that I'm trying to correct here, and things that I've learned, and it's an adventure. Artwork is constantly an adventure, and like a science project where you're experimenting all the time, and sometimes it comes out correct and sometimes it doesn't, but most of the time you can fix it, and all the time it doesn't matter. We can do it again, we can try again. So let's start with the figure. Once again, it was all aerosoled in. I've been going over this with oils, had to reconfigure the structure of the figure, but also I'm finding where oil paint mixed with my favorite medium, Neoma Gilt, would dry overnight or get at least sticky overnight, more pliable and thick on canvas. On the aerosol on cardboard, it's not. It's staying wet. So we're going to play with that and see how long it takes to dry. It'll dry eventually, I'm sure. Can't stay wet for 100 years. It's not a swamp, but it is wet. So this, not waiting, but this is still pliable. So I'm able to go in and erase lines using mineral spirits, correct the structure. Throughout the rest of it, the collage parts, I was trying to play with aerosol paint. I thought, wouldn't it be fun if I had aerosol shading and aerosol highlighting? And I tried, but then it covered up all the collage work of my other work that I put in a not so original way. Let's put it that way. So I'm now finding other prints. I'm digging through my closet to find other prints to put on top. Like this, I had almost completely lost Ich bin hier. I am here, which is very important in all of my portraits. I am here, I am here, I am here. It's an important statement to make. And these are torn bits with Ich bin hier on it. I also have Ich bin hier up here, Ich bin hier, here, blah, blah, blah throughout. Here, way down here. But I covered up some pieces that I only had, I had limited prints on. There's pieces down here of the girl's shorts from the painting My Pet down here, and unfortunately I covered some of the shorts up, all the fold work that I'd done in the painting and was trying to use this texture down there. I also covered up, I have dimes. I got pictures of dimes at the dollar store, dimes, quarters, nickels. I guess it's to teach kids how to use money or what money means, what the value of each coin means. And I had sprayed over their faces because I wanted to take out the severe white of it. And I kind of wish I hadn't, but I did, so I'm not going to get all upset about it. It just kind of happened. I've also covered up a couple of figures down here. Down here it seems to be working with the light shading in aerosol, but what I found is if you're going to use aerosol, don't go mamby-pamby, don't go light, make a statement. Go big, like Andy, like my ex-painting assistant Andy used to say, don't be more. Don't be less, be more. So, or go big or go home. So what I'm finding is that the statement of color has to be strong. Where did we put it? 1, 2, 3, and help the painting flow. I have another one over here I'm going to be putting in, but to help the painting flow. What I had done was I had taken this dark blue and kind of went, and then a lighter blue, light is what I'm saying. trying to not to make too much of a statement because I didn't want to commit to lines yet, but it's not working. It's not working the way I want. So we've got strong color, strong color, strong color. This is like a blood orange, strong, strong, strong. So there's more of a statement. But it's not that I knew this when I started, because I had never done this before. I'd never done this. Well, I haven't done a collage since 5th grade. I mean, who runs around doing collages? But this has been completely enjoyable, and what makes it even more fun is taking the prints of my work and using them in a new way. So this is, again, an experiment where I'm going to be learning from it, learning wheat paste, learning how to use aerosols in a more effective way on my own work or in my own paintings, actually mixing mediums, right down to using cardboard. And this is training my brain to do new and different work every time. And that's what we want as artists. We have to keep in mind color, balance, flow, how a figure works, how to lay them out. But if we don't get it right this time, it's okay. If we don't get it right next time, it's okay. This is art. This isn't gonna cause horrible things to happen in the world. This is art, it's an experiment. And we have to grow. We have to push ourselves and grow. Oh, maybe I'll add, wait a minute, let me grab something. Maybe I'll add more gesso. I think maybe I'll add more black gesso and see what happens. Just see what happens. Anyway, yes, I was working on this till late last night. I'm kind of chagrined with myself because this should be loaded with prints. This should be loaded with prints. Like the print part should all be done, but I've had to go. No, I don't want that there. This is not creating the flow I want or the feel. Yeah, who cares? Remember the rules. There are no rules, it doesn't matter, and it's all fixable. That's it. Those are my rules. There are no rules, it doesn't matter, and it's all fixable. We're gonna stick to it. All right. I got my hair cut, as you can see, so I don't have wild Liberace hair anymore. I'm bordering on my mother's hair when she was in one of her manic moods and crazy and screaming at everybody. I'm back to feeling clean, but have not showered, so I'm gonna go do that, okay? All right, ciao. Oh, don't forget, TeePublic, Patreon, Cash App, PayPal if you want to help support Studio 120. All the links are down below. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe. And subscribe. And tell people about us. Please. Let's do the Patreon jingle. Yeah, please, let people know that we're here, okay? Ready? Patreon jingle. Patreon, #cats, meow, meow, meow. All right, ciao. Ciao.